From Julio Cruz and Gaylord Perry to Alvin Davis and Harold Reynolds to father and son back-to-back bombs. From Junior J, Joey, and Edgar with Randy, A-Rod, Dan, and the Sheriff to Ichiro Moyer and Mikey C to King Felix, Kyle Cruz, and Cano to the present with Julio, Gilbert, Kirby, and Cal. I don't believe it. It just continues. My, oh my, it's another sports podcast. My, oh my, it's another sports podcast. We got our super producer, Indy, out there in Nashville, Tennessee, rocking the ones and twos. That's Vaden Podcast Services. Vaden Podcast Services bringing the show to life. Huge shout out to all the homies in the live chat. We truly appreciate the energy and the knowledge y'all bring on Sunday evening. Y'all know my main man is cooler than a polar bear's toenails. Sam, how you doing, bro?
Freaking fantastic. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Before we dig in, I got to give a huge shout out to our friends at Romantic About Baseball, man. I have followed them for a long time now, and we are just so proud to be partnered up with these guys. And Sam, as romantic as I am about baseball, we got to dig into the frickin' Seahawks. And
yes, sir.
Sam, our divisional rivals, the San Francisco 49ers, are coming to Seattle. Talk to me, dog.
Let's run it back. We're going to have a week 18, but it's going to be a little more of a slaughter going on right now. I think it's going to happen. They don't have Kittle. It looks like they have Trent Williams back, but man, I don't see much hope for them as a divisional rival. So, of course, we could lose, but I'm very confident going into this game. How are you feeling about it?
As well you should be, man. And you have been phrasing it lately, Sam. What teams are you scared of? I'm not scared of the Broncos. I do respect them. Ginger fit. But that's a different story we'll get into in just a second, man. But it finally dawned on me. The team I'm most scared of is the Seahawks because they hold the keys, man. This roster and this coaching staff, everything they have going right now, if they can hold on to the rock, if they protect the football, the sky's the limit, man. I'm watching some of the games this weekend, Sam, and turnovers are the great equalizer. And the Seahawks are better than every team they're going to play, in my opinion. But if you don't protect the rock, you give any team a chance to hang around. And I just can't emphasize that enough. Let me look here, Sam. Only 3 of the last 15 Super Bowl champions had a negative turnover differential. I believe the Seahawks are good enough to be that low 20% team that can actually do it, man. Let's just dive in. Matchups that you like for the Seahawks against the Niners. What do you want these guys to try to expose?
Well, that's a good question. I'm going to have to say, as long as we shut down CMC, man, that's the main goal here. I mean, they don't have Ayuk. I don't know if they're going to have Ricky Pearsall. He seems to be injured every other week. So, I mean, Juwan Jennings is pretty much their only receiving threat. And just shut down CMC, man. And I think it's Toomgis, as long as we shut down the AMP and mascot. Don't let him beat us like we did in week 1. But, yeah, man, we're fine as far as that goes. On defense, they don't have Fred Warner. I'm not worried about him at all. I think we got this pretty well in hand. Because their defense, their defensive backs are suspect in my eyes. They're down to Kendricks at linebacker, some guy that is signed off the street last week. I mean, they're thin. If we don't win, it will be sad, in my opinion.
Okay. I can't get over that, though, man. That 49ers receiving core is like, we'll take it. It's pedestrian. It's really hard to believe that Demarcus Robinson is your best receiver. Ricky Pearsall, I don't know what's up with that guy, man. He can survive getting shot from point blank range, but can't stay on the football field. I don't get this dude right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's something like, I think we talked about this before. It is now an institutional problem for them where it's it's not just 1 year that they're getting bit by the injury bug. It's year after year. I don't know whether it's their strength and conditioning staff, nutrition, I don't know what it is, but it is now an actual team problem where it's not just an unlucky situation. I believe they have something they need to work on and fix before this even gets sorted out. I don't believe the whole electrical being next to an electrical power plant being the reason or whatever the hell people are saying. I don't know if you saw that whole rumor situation going on, conspiracy, but there's something going on there they need to fix. And they got to stop just bringing back old players, man. They're old. That's what happens with old players. They get hurt.
Let's get into it, Sam. So we were doing some digging right before we went live, y'all, and you guys know I like the financial world, man. And I dabble out here on the perimeter watching all the big cats ball. But the huge factor is, Sam, is we looked it up and George Kittle has a dead cap count at 41 million for 2026. This is a gigantic factor for the 49ers going against the Seahawks, but also for their entire 2026 season. We all like Tungus. Tungus has come up big. He got the game-winning catch against the Seahawks. But the bottom line is, Sam, is that sort of cap hit, I couldn't stomach paying a tight end no matter what, let alone it's going to go to a guy who is not going to be on the roster. We're talking about retirement. Hell no. Nobody retires and just gives back $41 million.
No.
That does not happen on planet Earth, dog. So it's going to be a conundrum for San Francisco. I'm excited as a Seahawks fan, but that is a brutal blow. And you're right, though, Sam. We're talking Nick Bosa, Williams out of Georgia, the Russian, Fred Warner. It happens year after year.
Ayuk, Debo Samuel. I mean, when they had him, the list goes on and on and on and on. They can't stay healthy at all.
Oh, screw them.
Yeah.
Screw him, man. It's our time to shine.
That's what I was wondering if Kittle has been in his last game in the 49er uniform. Because with his age, of a 9 to 12 month injury, I mean, he's not coming back till at best, November?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like November, October. Man, and at worst, he's going to be the playoffs when they're going to see him again. And then he'll be another year older, and I just don't know if we'll see him again. He won't retire. He ain't giving that bag back, but who knows if we'll see him again.
Yeah, no doubt. The NFL changes quickly, man. It changes so quickly, and as much as we're all shouting out Kittle right now, I want AJ Barner right now. I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Barner's a beast.
Matters.
Yep.
He is a really, really good starting NFL tight end. He's still on that 4th round paycheck, man. The bargain is in it. And Sam, the last time the Seahawks had so many bargain studs, they won the Super Bowl. Let's see if they can do that shit again.
Yeah, no, I think it's looking good for us this year. I think we're going to take the Broncos to task once again, and it will be just as wonderful as it was the first time.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Okay, Sam.
That's if the Broncos make it, though, because I don't think they're making it. Just so for Ginger Fit Dads, so he knows where I stand on this. I don't think they're making it. They're not that good.
Is it Bo Nix or is it the team?
Bo Nix.
Yeah.
They got a legit defense. And they got some playmakers, too. But I don't trust Bo Nix at all. I mean, he can't seem to matriculate the ball down the field when he needs to. He's kind of a splash player. He gets lucky or big plays at the end of the game. I mean, it's like a lesser Caleb Williams. Williams, but not as good.
I like that.
Not as talented, I should say, physically.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one thing that surprised me about Bo Nix was how much he's relied on athleticism to succeed in the NFL. That one just kind of surprised me. But Sam, I want to go in depth, man. And this shit, I want to just get your reaction because I did a little homework assignment. So here's where it stands. 8 of the 9 highest cap hits in 2025 are quarterbacks not in the playoffs. 8 of the top 9 cap hits not in the playoffs. Josh Allen is the only top 9 cap hit that's in it at 7th. All 9 of those QB cap hits are over 50 million, Sam. Then I want to go to the middle class veteran. 6 quarterbacks are between 32 and 48 million, and 5 of those 6 are in the playoffs. There's an obvious sweet spot for paying the veteran quarterback, Sam, and you cannot go to the tippy top of the market, or you just can't field a competitive enough team to win it all. And I look at all of these more middle class veterans, and almost every one of those teams are in the dance.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Eagles though. Like I think we were talking about a few days ago. I mean, they have ways of finagling the cap in order. They have these void years at the end of the contracts. They spread the pain out the 3 or 4 more years after the contract actually expires. Like the Eagles have a couple $100 million coming due at 2029, right when the renegotiation happens for the TV contracts. And so they're doing that on purpose, because the cap jumps up hugely, takes away some of the pain. I mean, it's been working pretty well. They've been doing it since the Saints kind of originated this way of doing it back in the Drew Brees days. So, I mean, I think you can still build a team and have a top tier quarterback. It's not as easy, but you can still do it with the right front office who knows how to manipulate the money. But eventually that check does come due. Eventually. At least that's what I'm told.
Pay the right guy. You got to pay the right guy. There's going to be internal pressure for the Carolina Panthers to re-sign Bryce Young. I would never do that.
Yeah,
I never do that. But there is that pressure. But Sam, you got guys like that are made men, top 9 paid players in the game. We're talking Tua and Kyler Murray are on that list also. So I implore teams, man, you got to be really careful, and you can't succumb to the pressure. Ginger Fit, would you give Bo Nix $55 million? Now that's my question. Bo Nix $55 million, or do you want to come back to the more reasonable ballpark of Sam Darnold at 33.5, which is an absolute steal? Talking about steal, Sam, I have one more I wanted to look at in terms of salary cap. Return on investment. How much cash am I getting back from my investment, Sam? Well, DK Metcalf is the 32nd highest paid cap hit, and I would say he's like top 30 at his position. Leonard Williams is 34th, and he's top 5 to 10 at his position easily, at a position that I think is much more valuable as well. Return on investment. The Seahawks nailed that with Leonard Williams. Pittsburgh fumbled the bag, giving DK Metcalf over 30 large a year. And in a strict salary cap league where all the owners are loaded, man, you got to make shrewd decisions.
Yeah, and I mean, something about DK's, just how he carries himself started to rub me the wrong way. Like his interview, I think it was with Shannon Sharp, where he was talking about, oh, you need to, eat a little bit better and do this and do that, and kind of trying to teach him the ins and outs of being a pro and how to be like a Hall of Famer. And DK's like, oh, I'm going to show you how I do it my way. And it's just not wanting to hear the advice, the obviously good advice about taking care of your body, be able to be the best you can be. And he just shut it down, shut it out. And then after that, I kind of looked at him differently from that point on, because it just shows he's a little more hard-headed and just has something to prove, but doesn't have the hands to prove it, in my opinion.
Route running and acceleration and deceleration in and out of routes are crucial components to being a consistent, successful receiver, and that's just not DK. And I think he's a fantastic football player. Fantastic. He's also got some major weaknesses to his game, which is why if I were the Seahawks, I never could have given him 30 large a year. Yeah,
no, some D coordinators, or I think one D coordinator was saying that DK has, 2 routes, pretty much 2 to 3 routes. He executes those routes really well, and you have to respect him. He can burn you on him, that go route for sure. But I mean, you know what you're going to get from him. He's not like JSN, where he's got the whole route tree open to him, or some of the better wide receivers in the league, Justin Jefferson, everything like that. I mean, and he doesn't seem to have the clutch gene as much as he doesn't make the big catches.
Big catches and big moments. I love the live chat right now.
Yeah,
man. Digging into Bo Nix. Well, here's the other question. How do we feel about CJ Stroud? Here's what I got to say, Sam, is you always ask me, do you trust this quarterback? Do you trust that quarterback? In this group of quarterbacks in the playoffs, the only one I trust is Josh Allen. And the dude's never even been to the Super Bowl. So we're going into the unknown. There's going to be a couple of quarterbacks that maybe a Justin Herbert who are going to disappoint fans across the league, but there's going to be a couple of guys that kind of come out of nowhere and become a Super Bowl superstar, just given the nature of some of the more heralded stars like a Jackson, like a Burrow, Mahomes, not in the dance this year.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what stats this guy was talking about, Ginger Fit Dad, that Bo Nix is doing better than Darnold. I don't see many. Please, let me know what they are, because touchdowns, they're tied on that. They have just about the same amount of interceptions. Darnold has them by 3. Man, I'll take Darnold all day over Bo Nix right now, all day. Looking at these stats, yeah, all day. And people doubt him, man. I mean, people can doubt him all they want. I mean, he's not he's a quarterback you can win with for sure. You might not win because of him all the time, but he sure can win you some games. But I don't know if Bo Nix is a quarterback you can win with right now, in my opinion.
Well, they clearly just did win with them, though. Well, they won
a Super Bowl.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, if
when you're playing like the best teams in the league with the other teams that have good defenses too, let me see it. Let me see it.
Okay. Darnold's not a statue, though, my brother. He is not agile. He is not mobile. In fact, I wish Sam would run more. I really wish he would, because he has better. Here's the thing, too, is confidence is a crazy thing, man. And in my humble opinion, Sam doesn't think he's as fast as he really is. And that happens to athletes at all level in every sport.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he needs to scramble a little bit more and throw the ball away a little bit more, in my opinion, because more than a few times I've seen him run towards the sideline and then just take a damn sack rather than throw it out of bounds, and it just baffles my mind. But yeah, I'll still take him all day over Bo Nix. And even though Broncos are second in drops, man, catch the ball. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, maybe the ball wasn't thrown very well, and it was wobbly and it wasn't easy to catch. It's a two-way street there. I mean, it's up to the quarterback to throw it right, and it's up to the receivers to catch it. But it's not just one side of that thing where they're just dropping it all the time. It's only on the wide receivers. Because, Ginger Fit Dad saying they're second in drops and all this and all that. Man, show me in the playoffs. Let's see.
There we go. Well, it's a show me playoffs, man. It's a show me playoffs, Sam. And you know what we've been doing? We've been talking a little money here. Show me the money. Show me the money, Charles Cross. Show me the money. And I want to go into this really quickly, Sam, because I feel it's super important to the future success of the Seahawks in the next 3 to 4 years. Is that it's $75 million guaranteed, maxes out at 100. The key, Sam, 40 of that 75 guaranteed will be owed to him in the first year of the extension. That's going to free up so much money for Spoon, for Murph, for JSN, Eamon Worry. We have countless other studs like a Barner, a Kobe Bryant, both young edge rushers, Harlem Mafe. We have Tariq Woolen. We have countless guys to consider paying. And so it's just a crucial element. Shout out to Jody Allen, too. Not all owners would have $40 million cash on hand, y'all, because you got to remember, cash on hand is different than the salary cap. How much are you willing to pay up front and finagle the cap, Sam? You like to say finagle the cap. Well, that's doing it in the front-loaded way. You talk about the Saints backloading, talking about the Eagles backloading. Just a brilliant contract by John. It makes your player and the agent extremely happy to get that much money in year one. That's almost unheard of for a non-quarterback. But it also helps the team long-term. Just great freaking job on the Charles Cross contract.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see what you think about this. I saw an article talking about Rico Dowdle coming to the Seahawks potentially if we let Kenneth Walker go, because it would be a cheaper option. I don't know if I'm a fan of that move, that option right there. I mean, he had a few good games and then fell off the face of the earth, it seemed like. And now it looks like the running back for the Carolina Panthers, Hubbard, is back as the starter again. Maybe we'll see what happens next year because they're knocked out. But they seem to go back to Chuba Hubbard rather than go into Rico Dowdle. And so I don't know. I just wanted to see what your opinion on that was.
Well, for the Carolina Panthers side of things, that was kind of confusing. Dowdle and certain players on the team were a little confused about that also. This is where the money makes things tough. You just paid Chuba Hubbard. He's your current star. Then Dowdle just catches absolute fire for a few games. But in terms of Dowdle to the Seahawks, Sam, that's a strong hell no, bro.
Yeah.
Hell no. If we're going to pay any 4-year running back, we're going to pay Ken Walker. It's that simple. And to top it off, maybe we can find an alternate to Ken Walker at a cheaper level than Ken or Dowdle would require, but it has to be in Walker's mold, man.
The draft.
Charbonnet. That's,
Draft.
okay, it's not a great running back draft, though.
I mean,
But find one. But find. This is where I gotta say, you gotta find them.
yeah, but the whole thing is, if you can find a really good running back, I mean, that does 80% of what the top end running backs. We're not drafting a freaking first round running back anyway. I'm talking about getting a good guy in the 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th round. I mean, you can find them all over the place.
Yeah.
If you want the top tier, like a Bijan, you're going to have to get him in the top 15, 20 picks. But if you want just a good back, you can find those all over the draft, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. I think Ken Walker's a pretty special player, though. He is frustrating. He can be maddening, but the guy's a special player, man. You give him an angle, and it's gone. It's gone, man.
It's true, but are we paying him?
No.
I mean, so
I can't change my mind now because early this season I was steadfast no, and this isn't an indictment on the player, man.
No, not at all.
When you draft really well, these are the problems you have. At least we have these problems, man. There's a third of the league that wish they had guys to extend.
Yes. Oh, 100%. And the last 3 guys that we've let go this year all got picked up by other teams. You know, like it used to happen in the LOB days where, you know, we let guys go. They are always getting picked up. Our coaches look like they might be getting poached. At least one of them. I don't know if Dirday is going to go, but I don't have much faith that we're going to have an OC. We're going to be OC shopping, in my opinion. Because, Atlanta, I think, is going to be swooping him up.
Yeah, okay. Me and Indy were talking about this, Sam, and that the Seahawks are in a position right now where they're going to be able to target some of the brightest offensive minds in football with the status of the program right now. John Schneider firmly in place, McDonald firmly in place, Jody Allen with 1,000% backing of the franchise. It's kind of crazy to say because I've become a big Clint Kubiak fan this year, but I think that in Mike McDonald's timeline as Seahawks coach, there's a better OC to still man that position.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be able to find. So they're running a Shanahan tree playbook anyway, and there are 1,000, not 1,000. I mean, there are plenty of OCs that run plays from that same playbook. It won't be too hard to find someone who's going to be on the same level, running the same style offense, more or less, different wrinkles here and there. But it's not like they're having to learn a brand new offense like we were last year.
Okay. All right, man. I want to rewind a little bit because there's one more thing I wrote down that I thought was a freaking great tell. And once again, man, we're going to the market. We're going to the market. Return on investment, Sam. So we obviously cut Tyler Lockett. We traded DK Metcalf, 2 franchise favorites, 2 superstars on the Seattle level. And there was reason to be concerned. There was legitimate reason to be concerned. But Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jackson had 28 more catches than DK and Tyler combined. He had 302 more yards than both of them combined. And he had 3 more touchdowns than both of them combined, Sam. All that production on only 9 more targets. JSN putting all my fears to rest. I'm a believer. And another
yes, sir.
And we got to get it done now because JSN is going to be a $30 million player.
Yeah, man. At least, I mean, he's gonna be setting that wide receiver market when he's coming due, because he's coming due not next year, but the year after, right? 3rd year right now. So, yeah, man, he'll be coming due here, not next year, but the year after. We'll probably pay him next year though. Get the contract done early, so he doesn't have anything to worry about, complain about, keep him happy. Pay the man.
I get that. Ginger Fitz fighting back on his island.
Oh, I've been watching. It's making me laugh. Yeah,
I like it, man. Just keep it between the lines, fellas. Just keep it between the lines, and we love it, man. And Ginger's right, but so is everyone else, and that's why I'm saying it. If you can't see it, that this is a year of like the non-believer quarterback is going to win it all, unless their name's Josh Allen. But look at the field. If you can say you trust any of these guys, and I tell you, you're crazy. The reason I'm so confident in the Seahawks is I look at this. I think it's the best roster in football, and they have elite coaching as well.
And saying Bo Nix got them the number 1 seed in year 2 is like saying Trent Dilfer won the Ravens the Super Bowl. It's not true. The defense got them the number 1 seed, and he played his part. I mean, but he is not the guy who did anything, sealing anything up for them. Like they won despite of him many games, many games.
Coaching,
yeah,
and drafting,
yeah, but it wasn't Bo Nix who did it, and I mean, he wasn't the reason. They didn't do it because of Bo Nix. It was because of their defense and their coaching. I would have to say, yeah, I've been hearing rumblings that people might not think he's a good coaching fit too, though, long term. I don't know if you've heard anything about that.
Well, the one thing we know is Sean Payton and him get after each other, and I love that, frankly. But my question is Sean Payton looking for an unattainable quarterback? Is he just looking for Drew Brees so much? You're never going to find Drew Brees again, Sam. My amateur scout, when I put on my amateur scout hat, bro, I always remind myself, every time I say a dude's going to be the next Drew Brees, he's going to be the next Case Keenum. That's how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, I think he knows what he has in Bo Nix, and he's starting to reconsider and might want to be drafting a new quarterback here soon. Is my opinion. I don't think he's looking for necessarily the next Drew Brees, but he didn't want Russell Wilson, and I think he's learning he doesn't want Bo Nix for the long term as well. I can't blame him. I mean, Bo Nix is an adequate player, but he's not a world beater. He's not that great.
Well, that's what it comes, and that's why I'm asking. You know, the big question to me is, it's unequivocally proven that Bo Nix is solid.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone can argue that. Now, where does he lie in terms of the elite quarterback play? Like I said, $55 million Bo Nix sinks the ship. Rookie contract Bo Nix might be able to raise the championship, man.
Yeah,
That's just
I'll take Bo Nix over, Jacoby Brissett. And Tua and Joe Flacco. I can't say many others. Baker, yeah, sure, over Baker, but Baker on a good day, I'll take over him. Yeah, man, he's not that good. He's an okay guy. Yeah, but he's not super talented in my opinion. He's gonna be like, once his legs go too, I don't know, man, he's gonna sink hard.
Oh, that's another question then. Tyson's in the building. Are we going to see a lot of quarterbacks fall off cliffs quickly because there are so many more mobile quarterbacks and we're getting more data about what happened? Russell Wilson off a cliff, Cam Newton off a giant cliff.
Lamar Jackson soon. Maybe.
That's the one I'm wondering right now. Because, I mean, speed, elusiveness, and quickness is a huge part of his game. And although we don't hit like the 80s and 90s or even the 60s or 70s for that matter, these guys hit at such high speed, man, that how many of these quarterbacks can maintain long-term with all these hits? It's a real question.
The league can't do much more to protect him, though. I mean, shit, they are protected just about as well as the league can. So they're just going to have to, get down when they need to get down and not get hit as much. I mean, it's on them. If they're going to scramble and put themselves in harm's way, they can get hit.
Okay. Ginger Fit, you are on the Bo Nix tangent. And honestly, I can only talk about quarterbacks for so long. I'm old school. I'm old school like that. What else is with the Broncos? That's what I need to know. What else do the Broncos do that makes them a championship team? We all know Pat Surtain, but what else, man? Nick Bedino's flying off the edge. Is this defense, is this team really ready for the big time? One of my favorite players in last year's draft, Sam, RJ Harvey. He's been good. I wish he'd been better. I wish he would have been better this year. I thought he was going to be better.
You did. I had JK on my fantasy team, and I was pissed once he got hurt. And Harvey, you already had Harvey, so I couldn't swoop him up. But yeah, man, like their team has some talent. I mean, they got some good wide receivers and tight end. I can't think if they're a good tight end for them right now. I know they just drafted a couple. I don't know if he's come out like really had his welcome to the NFL kind of breakout moment, but let me take a look here. Broncos. I don't know I don't even care about the Broncos. So I don't need to look this up. It's not that important actually. They're going to be out in next round anyway. So let's move on to the All Pros.
All Pros,
baby. Let's see how many All Pros the Broncos have this year.
They might have been the only team to beat the Seahawks, I think.
Really? I haven't seen one yet. Let me see. Denver, there's one. Safeties, they got okay. Oh, AP, get out of here. I don't care about your pop-ups. That's second team. I gotta go with the first team.
You got
the left tackle. Their O-line. Okay, there's who's doing their work. Apparently, is their offensive lineman. They got some good O linemen. According to AP.
Well, my nerves is if y'all want some great blocks and you want some great TikToks, man, hit up my nerves. I'm sure I'm pronouncing his name wrong.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, but send me a link. Yeah, the special teamer Devon Key. Okay.
The hell with all this, man. The hell with all that, man.
Yeah. So the Seahawks, though, I mean, I think we got snubbed on a few places, though. Byron Murphy didn't get an All-Pro is wild, in my opinion. Wild. Best defensive tackle, like what? Top 3. I mean, he's been the best on the double team. He's putting up stats too. It's not like he's not having a stat-filled year. He's getting the numbers. He's doing the dirty work. I don't know what else you could want from him, but that was a snub, 100%, in my opinion.
I like Michael Dixon getting the love. I love it, man. I think it's long overdue. Dixon should have, and this honestly hasn't been his best year. He's actually been kind of in the middle of the pack and all the important punting stats. His amazing seasons have been in the past. I don't think he's going on the downside. Not every year is the same, but it kind of got me tripping about Dixon making it this year. But hey, good for him.
No, there's some other stats that some other people were rattling off. He was like the best one. They were saying he was going to get it for sure this year. That he's had a really, really good year actually. So I forget where I heard that, but it's not a big surprise to me that he made it on here. Brandon Aubrey. I mean, I think our kicker just lost it in that last game. He shit the bed and kind of screwed himself because I don't know if he would have beat Brandon Aubrey anyway, because he's booting 60+ yarders like it's nothing. And so it's hard
the
to
long
argue
kicks are
that.
too sexy.
They are. Man. They really are.
Ignore that shit, dude. And you're right. Myers had an unbelievable season, and he was terrible in the last game.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
But he didn't do as bad as a kicker this weekend did.
Oh man. Well, that's another huge factor, Sam. We never, ever talk about it. But Brandon McManus with Green Bay, if he knocks home a couple kicks, Green Bay is advancing. And we never talk about the kickers, but they're the crucial component in these playoffs games.
Oh yeah, no, you need a good kicker in the playoffs. You definitely need a good kicker, and I know a bunch of the fans are pretty pissed off because McManus was hurt mid-year. They had a kicker who nailed their franchise record kick, and they let him go once McManus came back from injury, and they're pretty pissed about that.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's how shit goes sometimes, man.
Mm-hmm. When you get Broncos kickers, yes, that is what happens. They're used to kicking in that thin air, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they got that help. That's why I want to go golfing up in Denver, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, anything else on the Seahawks you want to get at right now, man? Or
I'm good.
Well, dude, you got to give it to me. You got to give it to me, man. We got to talk a little Seattle Mariners. We
Okay.
absolutely have to. And I want to start on the positive, Sam. Although he's not a household name, the Mariners signed Rob Refsnyder, right-handed stick. And although it's a quiet move, I honestly think it's kind of fantastic.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he can come through. And I mean, he's older, but 35 years old. I'm not super excited about it, but if he comes in and hits like the back of his baseball card says he can, then yeah, that'll be great. He's coming into a hit left-handed pitching, and
Yep.
no, I think it could be a good move for sure. Not a
here's
great move, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, the value is great. We're not signing a great player. Don't get that twisted. I'm excited about the value of this guy. And Sam, the Mariners have tried to turn everyday players into platoon guys, and it doesn't work very well most of the time. Refsnyder is a platoon guy. He hits lefties. That's what he does. And Sam, I honestly think the Mariners can have a dynamic DH combo in 2026, man. Refsnyder had a 959 OPS against lefties in 25. And check this out, pretty consistent. 3 of the last 4 seasons over 800. But 959 OPS versus lefties, Sam. Canzone was 875 against righties. We might finally have a devastating DH combo, which this team has sorely needed since Nelson Cruz moved on.
That would be fucking wonderful, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm hoping he doesn't turn out like AJ Pollock, because there's a lot of similarities there between the two. I'm not excited about it, but I'm not upset about it at the same time. He could be really good. I mean, but it's just, I don't know what to expect at his age and just what they're going to be asking him to do. We'll see what happens. I'm going to withhold my judgment on this one till later.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know if the big moves are coming anyway, Sam, because the Mariners organization continues to nickel and dime even after their most lucrative season, probably in franchise history. They're going to arbitration with Bryce Miller. It's over like 250 grand or so.
Yeah, I think it's 400.
Yes,
they'll get it done. I mean, there's not like there's a big gap. It's not like there's a Tarek Skubal size gap in between the two, like with there is with the Tigers. Disrespect.
50 million.
Disrespect, I have to say right there, man. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, that one's crazy. That one's crazy. Tarek Skubal. I mean, they're like what, $13 to $15 million apart, and the arbiter is going to rule to one side or not. This isn't like a negotiation necessarily. I have a feeling the Tigers might look really, really bad here.
Yeah. Yes. Just like in other places. Yeah, I think they're going to come out looking real bad. No doubt. Tigers are not a great organization, I'll say.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. They get some wins. They're in the Central. I mean, but they're not a well-run organization.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
The Mariners haven't been, like, as far as history goes, but we're seeming to have a better, run organization now. So we just need some owners that will pony up a little more money.
Yeah, they've been able to flip the script, and although it hasn't shown in championships or even playoff appearances, I truly believe that the organization has been turned around. And it's the story, man. We talked about it last week. The Seahawks were a garbage franchise. Most of the games were blacked out on TV when we were kids, Sam.
Yep, they were.
When someone says I watched every Seahawks game on TV in the early 90s, I know they're lying because the motherfuckers are blacked out.
Yep, true. Facts. Unless you were at the game and had season tickets. Yeah.
No, so the Mariners are in the right direction. We have a budding farm system. It's so funny, dude. You know what football does to me when we're in the nitty-gritty is I'm like so diehard baseball, Sam. And then this time of year, man, I just got to pound the table and pound the helmet, man.
Yeah. I'm always the diehard football guy. I love baseball too, but man, football season, I'm all about football. As you can see, we're nothing but Seahawks stuff. I bought some new Mariners gear, by the way, so I can, branch out a little bit and not just have Seahawks clothes. So I broadened my horizons.
Oh, the Seahawks have an all-time great logo. So man, we'll dig that. Ginger Fit is on one tonight, brother. Brother, we
He's
love
on
you,
tilt.
man.
He's on tilt. I mean, the truth hurts sometimes, but you just got to deal with it a
Uh-oh.
little bit better in this.
Well, I hope you don't spill all the chips out there, man.
Yeah. Let's see. So, is there anything else, Mariners, we got to discuss? I mean,
No,
do you
that
think
went a
they're
lot
bringing?
quicker than I thought it would. I mean, it's the Seattle Mariners, dog. There's like big names on the market, but I know that we're not in the mix there.
Well,
And that's
Patel
what's
Marte is
frustrating.
off the market, right?
Off the
He was.
market.
Yeah, they're not trading him.
But I think Arizona's playing the game though. And if I said the Mariners need to play that game with Marte. Marte gets his 10-5 rights 2 weeks into the season. That means that you have 5 years of service as one team, 10 years of service overall. That gets you a full no trade clause. If I'm the Mariners, play this game. Play this game. You really want it because there's a 50-50 chance, Sam, that the Arizona front office is shutting down the trade block just to make teams more aggressive to pursue them. Now, I'm playing that waiting game and see how much your owner wants to pay $19 million for a 37-year-old Ketel Marte, which is another story in itself, which is kind of crazy that I want to do a move like this. That's usually not my style, wanting to pay Robinson Canoes of the world, but sometimes that's how you got to play.
How old is he again? Did you just say?
Marte is only. This is just a pure guess, between 28 and 32 right now.
Okay.
The end of his contract, he'd be 37.
Oh,
so it's
okay. You said 37. I'm like, wait, what? I see.
Marte's a bargain right now at $19 million. At 37, that's going to hurt you. But if you want to win a championship, you might have to have a little pain down the road.
Yep, that is true. And let's see who got Bregman, because that affects
the Cubs.
Is it the Cubs?
And so now I'm wondering what's up with Kyle Tucker, who is easily my favorite player on the market, but I have no aspirations or dreams at all that the Mariners have even talked to his agent. So
yeah, no,
I don't get crazy about that. But now I wonder where Kyle Tucker goes, and all I know is whoever signs Cody Bellinger to that big money is crazy, dog. If you're gonna get Cody Bellinger, pay the real money and get Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, man, I can't disagree with that at all, because yeah, I'll take Tucker over him any day. Tucker's the real deal, Holyfield, man. Yeah, he's the truth.
Oh man, I just love it, dude. Hey, climb me up, man. And here's the thing too, is I actually probably like Bo Nix a lot more than a lot of people. I've seen him in person though. One thing seeing guys in person though can do to you, Sam, is it can change your perspective in an overly positive way though also. Because you see a guy play well, you see a guy make some plays in person, you're like, oh shit, this guy's dope. But are you looking at the all 22 for all 13 games over 4 seasons? Now what does the story tell?
Well, I mean, also I want to say, if this was last year's Bo Nix we're talking about, I might have a different opinion. But this year's Bo Nix, after the league has had some tape on him, had a full year to scout him, he is a lot less impressive than he was last year. Because last year he was doing some pretty goddamn good things. This year, not nearly he's not nearly as impressive, in my opinion.
Okay. And some of it can be expectations too, man, because nobody felt anything about Bo Nix when he was picked except for reach. Like the only reason I ever like truly bought in was Sean Payton, Sam, is because I said before that draft started that whoever gets drafted by Sean Payton is going to have the best chance at success. That does not mean highest ceiling, though. That definitely does not mean highest ceiling. So it's going to be good to see. It's going to be good to see.
Yeah.
Oh, Denver's cold though. Who are they about to play? That's my next question.
I don't think we know yet, because we got games tomorrow. We got like
fair enough
2 AFC games tomorrow, or 1 AFC game tomorrow.
Okay.
So I don't think the playoff schedule for the AFC is going to be set at all. Let's see, NFL playoffs seeding. Let's see.
Well, I guess another thing we need to consider is what do we think about the Buffalo Bills?
Oh, it is the Broncos versus the Bills.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted because
That
we
is what
got
it
the
is.
roster. We got the better roster versus the better quarterback. I love this freaking matchup, man. It happens very often in football. And Ginger Fit, you might remember there was a time 12 years ago where a certain Seattle played a certain Denver in Super Bowl 48, and the better roster smoked the better quarterback. So that could work in your favor this year, though. We'll see, though, man. I was impressed that Buffalo could win that game at Jacksonville, Sam, because I just don't see a ton of elite talent on that squad.
Josh Allen can make up for a lot. I mean, that QB sneak that ended up
push.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. That thing was wild. Yeah, no, that's they have serviceable weapons. They got a great running back. They just aren't built like they were the last couple of years. They need to draft a little bit better, have some more young blood in there. Like, I still think they're going to beat the Broncos, to be quite honest. I think Josh Allen in the playoffs right now is going to take it to the Broncos. That's my guess.
There is a chance, Sam, that Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are on a mission this year.
Yeah,
I mean, for the first time, there is going to be no Ravens and no Chiefs in their way. Now they got to win 3 straight road games. But if I was going to put my money on any quarterback to lead their team to 3 straight road games, it's got to be the Bills.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Man, the Texans are looking better and better to me each week here for the AFC. I think they can. I would pick the Texans over the Bills. Honestly.
Okay. Well, I mean, the Texans absolutely destroyed the Bills, sacking Josh Allen 9 or 10 times. Yeah. So we literally saw that happen. Yeah. And the first round can be a mirage. We know the first round can be a mirage. We find out so much more about these teams in round 2.
Bills' rush defense is dog shit. Yeah, maybe they're still gonna beat the Broncos, but that's okay.
And we'll see where it goes. I mean, the league has changed so much in our lifetime, Sam. The league has changed so much in our teams want you to run the ball. Like, for most of our entire lives, Sam, you stop the run. At every level of football, you stop the NFL, look at our coach is considered a freaking defensive schematic genius, and his scheme is predicated on 2 deep safety almost all the time. It's changed so much. I don't know. You can't get gashed, but I don't think having a poor run defense is nearly what it used to be for most of our lives.
But when you have a safety like Imanwari, where he can be kind of like a linebacker, kind of like a safety, but also play corner at the same time, on the opposite side of Witherspoon, I mean, you can do lots with that defense and give a lot of offensive coordinators a lot of headaches.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, I mean, Imanwari, could you make the argument he is the most impactful rookie in all the NFL this year?
Yeah, man.
Yes. I seriously think
I could.
He just moves different, man. He looks different. It's not very often, Sam, that dudes come into this league, which is 100% full of freaking athletic freak shows, and just move so differently at their size. And Nick Imanwari is that dude.
Yeah, no, he is a physical freak. I mean, he can cover, he can hit. He's a sure tackler is my favorite part. He's not trying to blow guys up every single time. He is a monster in the screen game. So, I mean, that is one thing. That is just, he shuts the screen down better than any rookie I've ever seen, to be quite honest.
Yeah. The bubble destroyer.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about we don't even see teams run the bubble anymore on us. Just take it out of the playbook. Just take it a doggone out. And if you somehow are good enough to juke Imanwari, then Spoon's coming for your ass anyways, including the whole mob, as they like to call themselves.
Yeah. Well, the dark side, I think they're now back to dark side, actually.
I love that. For y'all don't know, I'm a huge Darth Vader fan, so I absolutely adore that Jay Reed and the crew calls themselves the dark side, man. It's so fun, man. And I say this all the time, but you you're seeing like 3 levels just playing all excellent ball, man. It's really
Where's
fun.
our weakness on defense? Where is it?
I'm looking.
Second linebacker? Maybe. I mean, but he's still pretty goddamn good. It's not a weakness.
Okay. If you can get to the 5-yard line and isolate Spoon on a super tall receiver for a back shoulder.
Yeah, well, I mean, Spoon
is about getting specific. I'm getting specific as a mother, though, man. Like, but there's very few.
Yeah, agreed. We don't have a true coverage corner who can shut down a best receiver like some of the other teams have, but we have a couple Swiss Army knives like Spoon, Imanwari. They can do a lot to make up for that. So,
Oh, Sam, I have a question I've been meaning to ask you for a while now. I've noticed with Love and Kobe Bryant, they're very interchangeable safeties. Do you think that that's an important part of McDonald's scheme, or am I looking too much into it?
I mean, they're not interchangeable, in my opinion.
No,
not at all. I mean,
okay, talk to me.
They're two different things. I mean, Love is much more of like, if I need a hitter, I'm going to get Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's going to hit the guy, take him down. You know, like Drake Thomas, I'll say, also is a much more sure tackler. And Love is more of an all-around guy. He's the playmaker, and Kobe Bryant's a better playmaker on the ball, I'll say as well. He makes bigger plays more consistently.
He's a college cornerback. We need him to.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love our safety depth right now, to be quite honest. Because if I need to tackle on our safeties, give me Drake Thomas. I'm not talking about a big hit. No, that's what I meant. Ty Okada. Yeah. Ty Okada. Yeah. Ty Okada. Give me him. 100%. If I need a tackle, that's who I want out of our safeties. Because he just brings guys down like no one's business. Sure tackler. He's great. As for a third safety, can't ask for more.
Okay. This one might have gotten some Seahawks fans a little frustrated. Jordan Brooks, first team All-Pro.
That's good. I mean, he led the goddamn league in tackles. I mean, I'll take Ernest Jones over him all day, though, in this defense.
Okay.
Being the leading tackler on a shitty defense. Good job.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious about that, too, because it's not the first time Brooks has done that. He's done that several times with Seattle on shitty defenses up here in the Northwest. So I wonder what got them to change their minds. I just wanted to really point that out just because.
East Coast bias? What do you mean? I mean,
I just want people to, because people consider Brooks a bust. And that's not.
Oh, no. Hell no.
We just didn't extend him. And if you go deeper into the weeds, this is real life. This isn't a Madden franchise, man. The Seahawks had a priority to negotiate with Williams and his agent first. Obvious. 100% of people would say you got to get Big Cat first, then worry about Brooks. And they thought they were going to get something done with Brooks. And while they're trying to get that finished with Williams, Brooks ends up in Miami. That's how free agency goes. I just wanted that on the record. Jordan Brooks, not a bust.
No, not at all. I mean, he's a really, really good linebacker. And he just happens to be on a team where the defense never gets off the field. And so he gets a shitload of tackles. I mean, good for him. I'm glad he's having success. It's too bad it wasn't with the Seahawks, but I'm happy for the guy. Good for him.
Yeah, and honestly, the defense was just kind of a mess across the board at that point. I don't know what could have been done. I mean, Pete Carroll's trying to transition to cover 2. We're running 3 linebackers all the time when the entire league is playing nickel. There were some funky years in there. For
the league seemed to have passed Pete by in his last few years here pretty quickly. Yeah, to say the least, because we were doing some, as evidenced by how the Raiders did this year.
And this is why you need to hire assistant coaches that will challenge your brain. And when Pete loves to be loyal, and I love that about the guy, but you got to hire the best people, man. And you can't hang on to deadbeat coaches forever.
I'm going to say the loyalty thing you just brought up, though. I mean, his other mantra is the best player plays. That's what he started when he came here. Cut all the people he was starting 5th round, 6th rounds, undrafteds, didn't matter. the loyalty didn't mean shit is what it was supposed to be. And then towards the later years of his career, he's putting loyalty ahead of production is what it looked like to me, especially this year in Oakland.
Oh, bringing in Jamal Adams and Stone Forsythe and Caillou Blue Kelly. How many other guys can I name that we're happy aren't in Seattle?
Lockett, man. Lockett was getting a bunch of snaps over some younger, more hungry, more potential receivers. They're pretty pissed about it. You should see. I don't know if you've seen some of the shit coming out of Oakland right now. Not Oakland, but Vegas. Yeah, man. Like there is some dirt coming out about that team, and it's pretty wild to see.
Interesting. Well, one thing I know, Sam, is the Raiders spent a 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick on wide receivers. You want to see those guys on the field, especially when you're freaking horrible. Kelly Pryor, what's up? So glad to see Kelly Pryor up in the house, and I'm not hating on the line. I love our linebackers. I just had to bring that up about Jordan Brooks. Ernest Jones, 2nd-team All-Pro, Sam. This dude's got like 150 return yards on interceptions. Game changer. We always talk about Drake Thomas and his hard hitting. His blitzes are timed brilliantly. And y'all know, I still love me some Tyrese Knight.
Yeah, I mean, Ernest Jones also has 4 tackles for lost, 5 interceptions this year. Man, playmaker. Give me that all day. Top 20 in tackles while doing all that other stuff. Yes, sir. Guess how many picks Jordan Brooks has this year?
0.
Yeah, man, 0.
Yeah.
I mean, with the top 10 tacklers, got Jordan Brooks, shitty team. Defense never gets off the field. Jack Campbell. So from Detroit, they didn't play very well this year. Yeah, Las Vegas, we have Devin White, Cedric Gray from Tennessee, Bobby Wagner from Washington, Carson, Schweizender from Cleveland. And we got a guy from the Jets, Kansas City, from Minnesota, and the New Orleans and Jacksonville are the teams that the top 10 tacklers came out of.
So only 1 out of the 10's on a playoff team.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's a stat. 1 out of the 10 top tacklers is on a playoff team, and it's number 10.
It's actually number 11 because he's tied for 10th.
Okay, but, gotcha.
Yeah, he's tied with 3 guys there. With the guy below them is also on the Giants, Bobby Oriki or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, tackle is not that great of an indicator of success. It just means that the defense is on the field for a lot longer than
no doubt.
Other teams.
So we have our qualms about Pro Football Focus at times, Sam, and deservedly so. One of the things that I absolutely love about the work they do is if you look at the stats of tackling players such as linebackers and safeties, it says average depth of tackle in their stats, and I freaking love that.
Ah, okay. That's a good stat to know about. What's the average depth of tackle? Do you know? For Brooks?
We might be able to find that out here.
Look it up another time. Yeah. That'll be interesting to know. But yeah, man, I'm pumped for the 49ers game coming up this week. It's exactly who I wanted to play if it wasn't going to be Carolina, because God, I wanted Carolina so bad. So the Rams would have got their fucking shit kicked out of the playoffs in the first week. But yeah, I'm excited. I think we got this sewed up. Can't wait to go on to the next week after that, and make sure if you guys have playoff tickets that you sell them to the other 12s. So we have as many 12s in that stadium as possible.
Good. I like that PSA, brother. I like that PSA. Well, let's do it, baby. We got San Francisco coming to Seattle next weekend. We got the San Francisco 49ers coming back up here. It's a fantastic rivalry. San Francisco, we're coming for your ass. I don't care about the past. None of it. We don't care about my past. I don't care about your past. It's about the windshield. It's about right now, baby. And right now, your Seattle Seahawks are trying to make a run to the Super Bowl. I got to give a huge shout out to super producer Indy out there in Nashville, Tennessee, Vaden Podcast Services, our homie at Vaden Podcast Services. Shout out to the live chat getting riled up tonight, baby. Got to give a huge shout out to my homie Sam, a huge shout out to Romantic About Baseball. But of course, Y'all know it's another sports podcast. See,
Hawks!
see,
Hawks!
see.
Hawks!